Good morning, everybody. So look, after posting these Aramark videos, everybody kept asking who's the new manager there. Well, it's this guy. And I took some notes because I was bombarded with so many people who were hitting me up saying a lot of things and how human resources at Aramark / Vestas doesn't really listen to them and doesn't really give a shit. And I know. So look, over the weekend I got to speak to a driver that was fired. And she told me, her name is Barbara, that pretty much Matthew and Orestes was trying to corner her into snitching on another driver about drinking. Like, no. Nobody does that. Nobody's gonna come up with some fake fucking story because you don't like Daryl. See, when I was there, Daryl ran the Florida Keys. Okay, we'd go out on Monday, spend a night, finish around on Tuesday, and we're heading back. There's not a person in the world that can complete that route like Daryl does. That man is the mayor of Key West. People love him. They enjoy him. You know, he does his job right. Look, he taught me how to do his route. I will never do his route like he does his route. He is so structured when it comes to doing his route that one thing, if you miss while you're doing his route and the next day he comes in and he sees it, he's gonna let you know what you did wrong. Guy's amazing. Great teacher, awesome to deal with, awesome to talk to. And they don't like him. You know, I went down to the Keys with Daryl, he introduced me to everybody, and not once, even going on my own, did I pay for one thing. Any friend of Daryl's is a friend of ours. Retired military, just has his set ways of doing things, and he's actually right. There's no other way. But then you get the territory manager, Orestes, he wants things done the way he wants you to do them. Not, hey, we're gonna do it this way because Daryl taught me. Daryl's been doing that route forever. And it's sad. It really is that they tried to corner her and have her come up with some fictitious story to have this guy fired. And after posting that, a few people in that warehouse got a hold of me. So as far as the notes go, the high turnaround with this guy, and I believe it, is pretty much based off of those 90 days. And they're getting fired before the 90 days, and they're coming up with poor performance excuses. To me, it kind of sounds like they're just avoiding the union. Teamsters Union, 769. And I believe all of this. Absolutely believe every word that is coming out of everyone's mouth. Now we go to the person they fired on FMLA, and the big one, not reporting injuries. So I spoke to somebody who was injured who said, hey, Matthew said go put some ice on it and come back tomorrow. Now the guy's a doctor. He knows exactly what to do. Did he report the injury? No. He didn't report anything. So I don't know what's going on over there at Aramark, but you guys need to get it together. That's a really good job to have. I miss it because I miss the people that I got to deliver to. I mean, I still talk to them, but seeing them every week, you know, that was fun for me. It made my job easy. It made everything easy. Now, like I said, I had a few phone calls with some corporate offices that did reach out to me after seeing my videos because I did tag them on Twitter and a whole bunch of other social media outlets, and they're like, we want to know everything. So I told them everything. The truth. Aramark, you can't just sit there and try to roll over drivers and then come up with these excuses to fire them while you're fucking over your customers. I mean, like, really laying into them. Like, but this is what you need. You had so much faith in this guy. I don't understand why Sean wasn't hired over him. Or Chris. Two people who are way more capable of doing that job. If I'm Aramark, I'm going on my hands and knees crawling back to Jeremy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we need you back. Those three guys I mentioned, Chris, Jeremy, and Sean, they were about the drivers and getting the product and their customers and making sure everything was uniformed and everything was right. This guy is just gonna lie out his ass. And I'm seeing more and more of it. The destruction of Aramark based off of one person who is firing people or letting people go because he personally doesn't like them. And I'm glad to hear that he's watching these videos. And if you got a problem, you got my number, buddy. You can give me a call. We can talk about this. Or I could just show up there and we could talk about it. It's up to you, whatever you want. I'm not going to be crazy or stupid. If you want to have that conversation, we will. But you better prove everything you're saying, because I wouldn't believe a word that's coming out of your mouth. So we got to do something to help these employees. The Teamsters got to step up to the plate. Corporate Aramark needs to step up to the plate. This shit needs to stop. Vestas, you need to get involved fast. This is bullshit. Let me know what you think.